John 10:18. No one takes it away from me, but I lay it down by myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. I received this commandment from the Father. This verse is Jesus looking you in the eye and saying, don't misunderstand what's happening. When Jesus goes to the cross, it will not be because he lost control. It will not be because he was overpowered. It will not be because he got trapped in a chain of events he couldn't stop. He says, no one takes it away from me. No one takes his life. Then he says, but I lay it down by myself. It's voluntary, deliberate, and purposeful. And I want you to feel the strength of that, because sometimes we talk about the cross in a way that can accidentally make Jesus feel passive, like he was just swept along. But Jesus is saying, I'm giving myself. It's true action. This matters for the whole shepherd theme, because a hired hand runs when danger comes, but the shepherd moves toward danger with intention, not recklessness, love. Then Jesus says, I have power to lay it down. I have power to take it again. That word's important. He's claiming authority, not courage. Authority. He has the authority to lay down his life, and he has the authority to take it again. And this is where the resurrection is not a hopeful wish. It's an act of divine authority. Jesus is not merely resuscitated. He takes his life again. He's Lord. There's a church history insight that helps you feel the weight of this. Christians have always confessed not just that Jesus died and rose, but that he did it as the Son of God, the one who is truly human and truly divine. The cross is not God losing. The cross is God saving. And the resurrection is not God recovering. The resurrection is God conquering. Jesus has power to lay it down, and he has power to take it again. Jesus closes with something that keeps this from becoming an individual hero story. I received this commandment from my Father. The Son is not acting independently from the Father. This is not the Son going rogue. This is the mission of God. The Father sends, the Son obeys, the Spirit empowers. It's Trinitarian salvation, and it protects us from a very common distortion. Sometimes people talk about the cross like Jesus is loving, but that the Father is angry and distant, and Jesus has to persuade him. But Jesus says, this is commandment from my Father. The Father is not reluctant. The Father is not detached. The Father is active in the saving work of the Son. So the cross is not Jesus saving you from the Father. The cross is God saving you, the Father, Son, and Spirit acting in perfect unity to rescue the sheep. Now, when we want to apply this to formation, this verse doesn't just tell us what has happened. It tells you what kind of shepherd you have. You have a shepherd who is not at the mercy of thieves and wolves. You have a shepherd who's not improvising. You have a shepherd whose love is purposeful and strong. And that changes how you live. Many of us live like our lives are fragile, like everything depends on us getting it right. Like if we lose control, everything falls apart, and Jesus is showing you something. Real strength is not the illusion of control. Real strength is surrendered love. I lay it down by myself. And then there's resurrection. I have power to take it again. So the pattern of the Christian life is not grasping, it's surrender. And the promise is not that surrender feels easy. The promise is that surrender is not the end. Because the shepherd who lays his life down also raises it. This is where worship is connected to formation again. Worship trains you to live this pattern, to let go of control, to trust the Father, to follow the Son, to depend on the Spirit. Not in some emotional way, but as a way of life. So the invitation of John 10:18 is not only to admire Jesus, it's to be shaped by him. To let his voluntary, self-giving love become the pattern that forms you. Not moralistically, like try harder to be sacrificial, but in a deeper way. Like receive his love until it changes what you trust, until you can open your hands, until you can surrender without panic. Because you have a shepherd with authority and he's good. So here's a question for us to sit with today. Where am I gripping for control, and what would it look like to entrust that place to Jesus, the shepherd who lays his life down willingly and has power to take it again? Let me pray. Lord, thank you that no one takes your life from you and that you lay it down willingly for the sheep. Thank you that you have authority and that you rose with power. Teach us to worship through surrender and to follow you with a steady heart. Amen. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Formation to Transformation, a worship devotional podcast. It's been just an honor to hear from so many of you. I would just ask if you could leave me a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. And you can find everything else going on at formationtotransformation.com. You can get a link to my Substack and get set up on emails. And if you're going to share an episode, I so appreciate it. But would you head over to Instagram and tag me there? It's at Ryan Loche, RyanLoche. That's how you pronounce my name, by the way, Loche. So just for those of you interested. Anyway, thank you. I'm rambling. Thank you for being a part of this, and we'll see you in the next episode.